What's up, 360? This is Ginnie, and today I am here with Lloyd Banks, one of the lyrical beasts of the Crew G unit.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us about how is it being involved with one of the most lyrical crews out there right now?
That's always been my drive, since I was a kid. I always wanted to be able to take words that people heard before, flip them up. Not too complex to where people can't understand it, but, just be clever with it. As an aspiring rapper, I always wanted to be a complete artist. I wanted to be able to range from Southside Jamaica, Queens to Jamaica.
And also, one of your strong points, I heard that you were Mixtape Artist of the Year.
Actually, 2002, 51 Best Artist on Mixtape. And when I saw that plaque, I was like, man, I wanted to get one. So I set my goal to get it the next year because I had a solo album coming out in 2004. And I achieved that goal. That plaque is like my most important plaque because the people gave that to me. It's not like any big award show and you got a bunch of fat guys with suits on behind the desk who really never even heard your album and critiquing it. So this was given to me by the people, so it's definitely appreciated.
Is it different rapping on a mixtape than, going out really into the studio and putting out a single?
Yeah, it's a lot different. I can write mixtape material on the way from the hotel to the radio station while I'm eating my food. So an album is a lot more time goes into it. You only got one time to leave a first impression. But a mixtape is kind of like the internet. It used to be a time where we had to rely on magazines to get hip-hop information and news. Now it's like you can go on the internet and if somebody gets smacked yesterday, you can see it tomorrow morning on the internet. That's what the mixtape does. I can go in the studio right now and record a freestyle about something that happened to me while I was out here, and you'll hear about it in a matter of days. I definitely appreciate the mixtape. I love mixtapes. That's my first love. That's what got me into the industry. But if you're gonna do it, you got to do it to the highest level. You don't want to stay in one particular place. That's like if you're playing at Rucker Park on street games. The goal for all those kids that make it to the NBA. Once you get there, you got to capitalize.
So talk about your sophomore album, The Rotten Apple.
The first question that comes to mind is why it's called The Rotten Apple. The Rotten Apple, it has a couple different meanings. The Big Apple is nicknamed, that's New York City. I'm from the Rotten Apple. I'm from the side that runs you out of New York, and there's so much, adversity going on that you just dream about a world beyond that. And that's kind of like how my upbringing was. So I wanted to bring people into my neighborhood and to neighborhoods similar to it and give them a better understanding of where the influence of my music come from.
Well, here at 360, we're a youth-based show, and we're all about empowering the youth. So what kind of words of encouragement could you give the youth that are watching?
Just to be a leader. I'm not a preacher. I just, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. My mother always told me that, even if you're headed in the wrong direction, get there on your own. At the end of the day, don't get there and you have 3 or 4 people to blame. Take your own direction.
All right, 360, you heard it here from Lloyd Banks. Look out for that new single, Hands Up, and get the album, The Rotten Apple.